Hello?
Hello. So you
I
didn't
don't know
you
what
didn't
that
want me
was.
you didn't want me to leave that.
Oh no, I pressed it, and then everybody just went to busy all of a sudden. I don't know.
Interesting.
Whew.
Oh well.
You
So
there, Madman?
where's everyone else?
I don't know.
Yeah, no one wants to play tonight. I'll just go.
I think Jamie is here, obviously, right? But I can't hear anything from her. I can't because you know why? Because she probably tries to do the thing again with only the microphone that isn't working for some reason.
Try plugging the microphone into the right computer.
Yeah. What? What's that? What's I know that hand signal.
Yeah. I wonder how many likes that'll get me on YouTube.
And Madman isn't talking either.
Nope, he's not.
Oh shit! I've been talking all this time. Fuck you guys. I thought you were laughing towards my jokes.
We never laugh at your jokes.
No. Yeah, fuck. Okay, my bad.
That's because your jokes suck.
Oh. Shit. Hey.
Ben's here now.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Dude, nice fucking beard you got there. ZZ Top going on there.
Sweet. I have to use my phone, that's why I wasn't supposed to be able to hear you.
Oh, there's some bad audio though. It's
Yeah.
very
It's,
hard
yeah,
to hear you.
it's a bit cotton wool. But we can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if this works. Hold on.
Just throw your phone against the fan that we can see behind you, and that might fix it.
Alright. Can you hear me better now?
Yes. Yes. Great.
You still can't hear Jamie, but that's okay.
Yep.
Oh well, Jamie, she's just waving her hands, pointing fingers, being pissed off, being sad. Oh.
Yeah. What we'll do for this game is we'll just watch what Jamie is doing and then decide what that means to you.
Yeah.
So this is what happened to the monks on Way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
They were
She's like,
trained, and they needed to recover after they trained.
Yeah, what happened on Way is all of their mics failed at once. Yeah.
yeah. So, could someone give me a short recap? I saw your video, Casey, and basically it was like shit went down. Right?
That pretty
So-
much covers it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you guys, like okay, let's just not do shit and just make shit.
Yeah. Let's stop messing.
Exactly.
Let's stop messing with the trials and just drop a bomb on reality. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like just do shit.
I can't hear you, Jamie, if you're trying to talk. I can see you saying, "Can you hear me now?"
Yeah.
And
No, I'm
can't hear you.
convinced
No, no, no.
that's not what she
We're
was
all
actually saying.
ignoring you. We're all ignoring you. That's all. She's gonna kill me.
Try not the Mac.
She's like, I'm gonna get my sword and kill Madman. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna die. Fuck him.
Yeah, she's left us now.
Yeah.
Did she remember to plug her microphone in this time?
I mentioned that, but
I don't know. I don't know.
Sigurd is coming here, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the prices for like buying a webcam now, and it's like I want $100 and some odd, and I'm like, pretty sure my phone will work. Pretty sure I can make my phone work if I give it enough effort.
You did.
And it does.
I'm gonna buy mine tomorrow, so I'm also gonna have one. Hi, Charles. Seeger.
Hey, Seeger.
Jamie
Oh,
still
okay,
doesn't
fine.
have
Don't
a
talk to us.
voice. She's like, I don't need to talk. It's alright.
It's better this way. We don't really want
Yeah.
to hear what she says, do we?
It's like I can communicate through hand motions and the art of jazz. I can make jazz hands.
Of the art of jazz.
Yeah, I can
Hey,
make
jazz
jazz
hands.
hands.
Jazz,
hands.
jazz
There you
is
go.
art.
Oh,
There's no
there you
dispute
go.
about that.
Jimmy, jazz hands. Jazz hands. Yeah, there we go.
I can't tell if you can hear me or not yet.
Now we
Now
can.
we can.
There
Don't
we go.
respond to her. You're not
I mean, we
supposed to
can't-
It's
answer.
too late now, Casey.
Oh,
There's
you ruined it.
My boy's got my back.
Yep.
No comment.
Sometimes
He just
don't want to be a dick for being a dick's sake.
Well, being a bit-
I'm sure that can't be the case because I've never experienced that.
Oh, okay.
Madman just didn't want to die.
Well, it's
What?
gonna happen anyway, so.
What? Hang on, guys. Let's all be cool here.
I mean, all the monks
No
are already
need to
dead,
get
so.
drastic. It's alright. Everyone's friend. It's alright.
Like I said, the monks are already dead, so I mean, Mr.
Oh, I
X is
really
gonna
hope
die,
they're
right?
not all dead.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You fucking liar. No, it's not.
They did all disappear though. Way is deserted.
They
No!
are disappeared,
What?
yeah.
What? Hang on.
You left them. You left Way. You were their
And they're
defender,
gone.
and then now they're all gone.
What? No. Hang on.
Yes, yes.
Hang on. What?
When
What?
did
That is the
Tyson-
correct.
That is what happened.
No!
Yep.
No!
Sorry, Madman.
Yeah,
No!
yeah.
What?
They
You were
put-
the best defender ever.
They went bowling without you.
And they took the
Okay,
temple with
sorry.
them.
Can someone do a recap?
We already did. Shit went down.
Okay, so we realized that doing all of the trials was stupid because everyone was frozen. So we just went straight to Vonenheim. Doc talked his giant killing space monster thing into not killing everything there.
Uh-huh.
We went in. They talked to me and Kim's character like pets, so we just rode around on Tia's shoulders the entire time, and they just thought we were pets.
They talked to
That's-
everyone who was not able to shapeshift into a giant like they were a pet.
Yeah. Let's see, the fire giant found out he had an ancestral home there. We ended up staying there because they wouldn't let us talk to Svetlin. We decided after like about 30 minutes of waiting that was stupid, so we just sendinged him until he came and talked to us, and then we got into a big long discussion with him. He, pretty much all these people invading that are lawful, because there's nothing chaotic to fight them. The big chaos is gone. They're all going to fight. They've all gotten so big and powerful that they think they can take over everything. So that's what they're all doing. And so his plan is to take over everyone and then make everyone follow the ordning, which we talked him into. Why don't you just destroy all the invading forces and then we'll talk about it? And hopefully he stays true to that.
His logic, Madman, was that if one law is going to win out, then it needs to be his law because he won't. submit
Yeah,
to another.
I saw your video. Like basically, if there's gonna be a law governing all the spheres, it's gonna be my law because all the others are worse.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. But the way I understood it from the video, it was you guys convinced him to say, okay, I'm gonna conquer all, but after that, I'm gonna keep you guys in the ruling, or I'm gonna let you guys rule, something like that, or
I don't
all the
know.
races.
No, the debate. His original plan was to just conquer everything and rule it.
Yeah.
The group has convinced him to conquer everything, and then once the war is over, he has said that there will be a time for other voices to be heard.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's good enough.
Now, he has
Oh.
said in the course of the war, there can be only one voice, and anyone who does not either lay down their arms or swear fealty to him is an enemy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I like how he thinks that thinking isn't the exact same thinking all of the other people taking over don't have. Because I don't think there's anybody trying to rule the galaxy that doesn't think they're trying to do it for a good reason.
I mean, that's exactly what we told him
Mm-hmm.
to his face. You're trying to do exactly what everybody else is doing. Can't you see that? I think that's one of the reasons why he acquiesced the fact that we can talk afterwards.
Okay, can we skip to the part where basically the whole place which is I'm tasked to defend disappeared?
We don't know because that's when we found out there was a skip.
That hasn't actually happened yet.
Okay.
But
Great.
what I did
Uh-huh.
was in preparation for tonight starting, to make it flow more smoothly,
Uh-huh.
I let people start asking questions and mention things that they wanted to do so that they could then prepare their responses for those things happening.
Okay.
One of the things was that they were going to go to the Monks of Way and ask for help.
Sure.
And the preparation that I gave on that was that they arrived on Way, and the monks were gone, the temple was gone, the planet was just sand. Like nothing had ever been there.
Okay. Would Mr. X know what that is?
That's sand. You know very well what sand is.
Okay, but fucking yeah.
I
Yeah,
imagine
that's
everybody's
crazy.
reaction was to turn to Mr. X and just go, well,
Would he know? Yeah,
Everything
exactly.
known is a lie. I'm sorry.
You guys knew how you left me off on the planet, and I said I went to a temple. Fuck that shit! I just went to a hole.
so wait, who went to pick Mr. X up? Was it Vorian?
Yeah.
You and Vorian left at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He got real quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Mr. X
so-
left, and then Vorian hung around for 5 minutes.
Okay, sorry. So, would I know what would have happened to, like, why it is all gone?
Would you know? You know it's gone.
Yeah.
Why?
Of course.
No.
Has it happened before?
Not while you were there, no.
So, okay, in that case, see, I have spells.
This isn't where we hid the deck of many things, is it?
Okay.
Yes,
First, no, it isn't. First of all,
And yeah,
stop fucking with Madman. Just like of all of his lives experiences.
there is no record of the temple vanishing.
Okay, not like going to another plane to.
Never
You
been
know.
mentioned.
Okay.
True Sight doesn't reveal anything. It's not all just hidden.
Okay, so I'm contacting my master again, in that case.
Okay, well, let's hold off a bit on that because
Yeah, okay,
we're
yeah.
not actually starting out at that point.
Okay, sorry. Okay, okay.
Leave it in a bit of suspense for a while.
Yeah, sure,
I think
sure.
that-
I'm just, what the fuck is happening?
That's exactly the reaction I was hoping for. So
Yeah,
now,
okay.
we'll come back. to
You're
it at some
welcome.
later date.
You
Yeah.
fucked me.
Things are good when I get to start out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I mentioned in the chat during the week, this game is going to run a little bit differently than some of them have in the past. There will be a few scenes where I'll run through a large block of time all at once, and then once that block has passed, I'll stop and give you a chance to react to it. Okay? I'm just figuring if we don't run it through that way, we're not going to get through all of this in the time we've got for it. Okay? So, as we begin, you are in the Fire Giant's home. You have spent the night with Ferris and his sons. The next morning, early, before dawn, guards arrive at the door and summon you to the palace. As you arrive there, you are led into the throne room, where you see Sveltnum overlooking a large kind of panoramic window looking out on the city of Vonenheim. Just as you enter the room, before you have a chance to speak to him, you begin to feel the ground shaking and rumbling underneath you, almost to the point that it feels like the bedrock of the city itself is trying to shake itself apart. Just as you feel this occurring and realize that none of the others around you seem fazed by this, you look out through this panoramic window just as dawn breaks over the city, and accented by the flashes of lightning and the almost continual roll of thunder, you start to see some of the towers of Vonenheim breaking away from the city and floating off under their own power. For any of those of you who were present when you encountered Sanshara's ivory tower, you are reminded of that tower, only on a scale built for titans.
Oh, shit.
Looking out on this, you see that many of the towers have ballista protruding from windows or catapults mounted to the top battlements. As they continue to rise, you even see that some of them have areas, flat, kind of almost balcony areas built around them, where you see catapults stationed. You even see some of what look like, on a scale beyond what you would imagine could ever be built, you see cannons. I'm
What
talking
does
about...
that mean?
Hmm?
Like,
I'm
on the
talking
scale.
about... just a second.
Uh-huh.
I'll get you an image of
Like cannons the size of giants?
cannons that would be giant to giants. If you've
Cannons the size of freighters.
if you've ever seen like the ancient cannons that are talked about that were never actually able to be fired because they were too big, and we're not sure who built them or why. I'll just link to one in the chat here.
They just weren't trying to fire hard enough.
Ah, okay.
Now, imagine cannons that size in comparison to a Titan.
Okay.
These things would fire boulders the size of mansions. They're huge, and you see some of these towers have 3 or 4 of them mounted around the circumference of them. Just on a scale that you can only imagine what kind of a bombardment they could bring down on something.
Heavy ordnance.
Yeah.
Most
Shit.
definitely.
I don't know. I think it requires like something beyond heavy. Like
Massive.
Gargantuan ordnance.
Now, you watch these towers as they begin to rise and start to float away. And a few moments pass as then they all seem to pause. They seem to stop getting further away. But then it kind of takes your perception a moment to realize that the towers haven't stopped rising, but your vantage point has started to rise as well. And you look and you begin to see the city of Vonenheim dropping away below the castle of Vonenheim. As this occurs, you glance back and you see Sveltnum stand, and you see him touch an aspect of his cloak and almost draw it around him. And as he draws the cloak around him, you watch a blue light creep from the cloak around him and then extend upwards. And you see that image that you saw previously, standing 20 times his height as this glowing blue image in the sky above the castle. And you hear his voice, and it's an odd thing because you know that you can hear him, you're fairly close to him. But the way the voice booms, you get the impression that everyone in all of these towers will be able to hear him. And he speaks in a slow, calming, almost monotone voice, and says, "Titans, giants, kin, the time has come. The last day of Austerna the Fallen is here, and brings rise to Austerna Resurgent." He pauses, and you hear a cheer rise up from the ground below you, whereas the city was fairly empty previously, you are starting to see people come out of the remaining buildings, cheering as this fleet departs. You also see people in many of the towers around you, cheering. As he continues, he says, "We do not take this action lightly. It is with a great pride, and yet with a heavy heart, that we must take up the burden required of us. The great chaos which held back the many tides of law is gone. We enter an age where law must prevail, an age where there can be but one law. Only one law can be supreme, for if two vie for dominance, then neither is true. If we do nothing, another tide of law will sweep us over. Perhaps the law of the lower realms, or even the law of commerce, or the law of darkness. We will not do nothing, however. If there must be one law, let it be the giant's law. Let it be firm, but let it be just. Let each creature know their place in Ord's eye, and revel in it." His voice starts to trail off, and this time, as he pauses, there is no cheering, there is only a silence. And he continues much softer than before. "Many of you doubt me. Some of you doubt my devotion to the laws of Ord. You doubt my right to this station. I speak to you plainly now, for the time for secrets and shame is past. I am Sveltnum Greysky, the son of Telok Bluesky, the scion of Cloud. I am the son of Relia Dewfrost, the daughter of Everfrost. Through a magic known to none living, the blood of Orton, son of Ord, Lord of Storm, runs through my veins. I am a child of storm, of sky, and of cold. You may doubt my pedigree, for that is your right, but you may not question my might. I command the freezing storm, which frosts over the sky, and I will pour this power down upon our enemies. Any who swear fealty and accept their place in the Ordning will fight beside us under my rule. Any who submit peacefully and lay down arms will be protected by our might. But let any who stand in opposition to us be ground to dust beneath our boots. He pauses again, and once more a roaring scream of cheers meets him, and he finally shouts over them, "To arms, my brothers and sisters, Ord calls us to war." And as he does so, you see him slam down an orb that he's been holding in his hand against the throne. And you watch as the projected form above him vanishes, and the energy from that blue glow disperses itself around the fleet, and a swirling portal begins to appear in front of it. The portal grows until it's miles wide, and looking through it, you can see yourself looking down onto a world that is covered with hordes of flying devils. And that's where we begin.
How, like, where are we in relation to him?
You are basically on the far side of the throne room. So you're in a room that's probably 100 feet in diameter. His throne is at the center of it. There is a massive table spread out before him that looks like a map of the spheres. A battle map. You can see different markers, different colored stones, different carvings placed around it in order to kind of mark things. And you see a number of other giants, other titans, advisors around him. And as I said, you were led up into this room, but you are still at the far side. You are at the back of this room as this fleet begins moving towards this portal, and you can see hordes of devils ahead.
Fuck. And we all gathered together?
Yes, all of you are together at the moment, except for Vorian, who has departed.
Departed. Okay, shit, okay. So, what do we do now? We have several people to talk to if we want help in this endeavor. Tia? Captain?
What sphere is on the other side of that portal? Is that, where's my map? I'm guessing it's that one sphere that we hopped into shortly. Amatsuchi? Is that Amatsuchi?
Give me a perception roll.
Okay.
That does appear to be Amatsuchi.
Amatsuchi? Sorry, where is that? Where are we?
That's the place that... You remember when you helped all those people carry crates?
Yeah?
That place.
Well, I need to find it on the map, though.
I've just centered everyone to it, I believe.
Okay, so... there we go.
It's on the top.
Okay. Yeah. I just moved around my mouse, and that's why.
We sent the ships tonight, right?
Yeah.
You did, yes.
Yeah. So, do we gather our allies for this war? And in that case, do we fight with the giants, or what do you guys think?
Definitely probably going to fight with the Giants.
Them.
As we're having this conversation, like, right in front of
Ah! okay, sorry.
just given.
Oh, shit,
you're
okay,
sat- you're
sorry,
sat in-
sorry. I thought we were, like, off. I thought we were off.
No, as I
Okay.
described, you are in a 100-foot throne room, basically.
I would not have said those
Yeah,
things
you-
in that
you-
case.
you
Sorry,
are-
I misunderstood.
You are
Sorry.
you are at one wall
Shit.
at the viewing window
Yeah.
in the throne room.
Yeah, sorry, I would not have said those things in that case. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that Mr. X would not have.
I would not have. I thought we were, like, far off in the corner.
Make your DC2 intelligence check.
No.
Yeah, if you roll a
Fuck that
1, you
shit.
said that.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I just said, giants are awesome. They're the best. Oh my god, I wish I was a giant. Hang on.
Ooh, almost. But not a 1.
What the fuck?
He had the conversation in his head, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between him and him.
Yeah.
We all heard it though.
Like,
And then he goes to open his mouth to speak it, and like catches Svetlum. And you're like, no, bad, no.
no. Like, we are 14 people, so at like 14 of us were about to say something, and then like the last one, like, hey. Maybe not. We're like, why? Because he's right there. Oh, you're right. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Golrin is going to depart.
Thank you, Gupta.
Um,
Like, yeah.
Good.
main question I have
Gupta
for you
is
then.
a human farmer.
Go for it.
Main question I have for you then is, as you are here making your decisions, are you going to remain where you are to view the beginning of the conflict, or are you going to depart before the fighting starts?
No, Golden would be too afraid for his family. He would leave
No,
immediately.
I understand Golden's leaving now. I'm saying the rest of the group,
Oh.
while you are decision making,
Mm-hmm.
is your decision making going to take you more than 2 hours?
Hell
Just
no,
before
we're
you
getting the
No.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We
you
are
are-
very tiny. We are very
you are-
tiny and very squishy. And
Well,
look at
you're-
Stefan
you're
and be
in-
like,
You're
dude,
in probably the
we're at-
safest place for that.
nah. Get the fuck out of there. And tell Sevlin everything that I told him and Old Man Blade, and we're getting the fuck out of
do
there.
see Old Man Blade actually sat on the table.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
Makes
I'll
sense.
tell him.
it's like a war table made for giants. So if he was standing on the floor, he would not be able to see it. It actually looks like someone has lifted him up onto the table. He's about the size of some of the figures that are standing on the table.
I would say
No,
that.
OMB. We're out of here.
Peace.
I will-
I'm out.
I will
Yes.
pass along the information of where there is likely to still be resistance fighting against the devils on the planet.
hmm
So there's that.
Okay,
A-
give
and,
me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
We already established he's good, right?
Well, are you trying to tell him directly because he's quite busy, or are you trying to tell one of the advisors?
One of the advisors, somebody who I would like to tell him. It's kind of important to what they're about to go do. So,
Bitch, please.
Okay. You managed to step through to the advisors and to where he is, and to make yourself known. A lot of the group assembled seem to ignore you, but a couple of them do actually kind of listen. You can tell they did at least listen, and they thank you for the information. They do thank you in such a way that it's almost like, thank you, now leave us do what we're doing.
okay, and then let's get out of here. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you getting out of here to?
Sorry.
I mean-
Probably. Actually, has the ship had enough time to actually make the journey all the way tonight?
Probably not.
We'll just use my teleportation circle to get to the ship.
Will that work if they're in the Fluxum?
Not if they're in
Why
the
would they
flow,
be in the
no.
flux?
I mean,
Why
Mr.
would they be
X
in the
would...
flow?
Because
they
they're
were
traveling from Maj tonight.
Mr. X would bring up the point that we have several allies that we can call upon if we need them in battle.
Such
And,
as?
well, the Monks of Way, the Fire Swords, the Elven Armada, the Feywild.
Oh, are you
Boss,
listing
the wrong-
allies or people
Yeah,
that
I
want you
am.
to be
Yeah,
killed?
I am.
I'm
I'm
confused.
listing the list. I'm listing the list.
She's literally listing the list. For all the YouTube viewers out there,
Yeah. Yeah.
We could also go to Grom and find your old captain.
ugh. Yes, I suppose
Oh,
we could.
Oh.
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 Well, honestly, going back to trying to enlist the aid of these people that want you all, if you guys had him, one of the main people that they want too.
You could
And if
trade him to them for their support.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that, especially if he's as powerful as you say that he is, then, that might help speed the process along.
I would say that Sinclair is a good man, and I'm sure that if in a fight he would help us. And I'm sure that Grom would help us if it wasn't under oppression.
Who's pressing?
Brawl.
Shanshara is enslaving Grom as we speak. So I'm sure...
He's a bit busy now at Brawl, isn't he?
No,
He
he's
doesn't have,
enslaving
doesn't mean
Grom.
What?
he's got it under the what Mr. X used to be, the crystal people.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of them looking at handling it.
Yep.
What do we call your people?
What do you mean, you people?
People. Crystal people.
I'm a human being, goddammit.
No, you're like 14 people rolled into one, and before that you were like a golem. Golem.
I'm
Is it a golem?
technically several people. I agree. I mean, technically I'm 1/3 a woman. I don't know. This is very confusing.
So, can we not liberate Grom?
We can liberate them from the 1/3 of women that are there. Is that what Mr. X is trying to say?
What?
Oh,
I
have a question,
think
Casey.
we're
out of
losing track.
character.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question real quick. I know that there's no official name in character or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
are the crystal people your version of the shard mind? Did you decide on that? Because I remember I brought that up a while ago.
There was a similar research that was brought into it, but they're not exactly the same. If anything, the Shard Minds research was used in the creation of these, but these are another step beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like more advanced shard minds.
Yeah, they took the Shard Mind idea, and they added 2 or 3 other ideas to it, mixed them all up together, and that's where they came
Blood
up.
magic.
Okay.
Blood
Oh, they're
sacrifice.
cool.
Well, we have, a couple weeks? How long does it take to travel from Maj to, tonight?
Sorry, I got distracted by shard people.
Shard minds are really awesome. I really want to.
Traveling from... They were coming from Mount Havoc tonight. So they were looking at... let's see.
It hasn't got numbers on the path. Why hasn't it got numbers?
No, because not all of the paths are well enough traveled to have been marked with numbers. But I have some conversions off to the side. Right, so you're looking at about 20 days from Mount Havoc to Maj, and then they'll be in Maj for about 2 days, and then 6 days from Maj tonight.
How many
Okay.
days has it been since we sent them?
7?
Okay, so we're looking at 13 days before we can travel to them and contact them.
Yes.
Well, have you tried sending Sinclair to you? I know I tried sending to him, and he didn't seem to want to talk to me.
I can try.
Please do. And once again, I would like to say that we should try to gather allies, and I think we should. Sorry, last session, did you all agree that like we all think that the giants are great and we should fight with them?
I'm not going to fight against them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But
Of
they're going out to conquer the galaxy, basically. And I'm just asking if everyone's like all of you have the discussion, saying, "Yeah, we're cool with that."
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, of all the people trying to take over the world and put one law across the galaxy, the Giants would be the better of all of the other alternatives.
Yeah. I'm just asking if you guys had the like discussion in
So
character.
So what you're saying is you really don't want the elves to win.
No, I just don't want to make any presumption because I missed sessions. That's why.
Yeah, no, I understand. yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's
I'm just asking if you guys agreed upon like, yeah, giants are
Yeah,
great. We should.
There
do
was
it.
character
Take it.
discussion that they were the best of a bunch of bad options, basically.
Okay, great. That's
because
all.
the elves
Okay.
can't be trusted
Sure.
to do what they
sure.
say they're going to do. Sorry, I'm going to hold that chip on my shoulder for a while because of that
Sure.
guy.
I just wanted to double check. That's all. In that case, Mr. X would say, yeah, I still think we should try to gather allies, as many as we can, and try to convert them to this side of the battle. Do all of us have, I don't know, a list of people that we should meet?
Oh, jeez. I wonder if I have a list.
Oh, if
at
anyone
that.
ever should have a list, I don't know who would have that list, but if that
Don't
person
know.
would have a list, surely
don't
that
know.
person would be the most adept to say which people we should meet.
Okay. Let's start with the elves.
That was just strained right there.
That hurt me here and here. Okay. I think I already made a message Casey about who I actually went to first. I think. I may have not.
You gave me the list and I replied to the list, but you didn't give me an order. Unless the list was in order.
I believe you said that you wanted to go to the elves first, if I remember.
Casey, I'm going to quote myself exactly what I said in the chat. I want to start with the Elven Armada first. Contact Captain Anders and ask if he can speak with him or a representative.
So you're not sending Sinclair.
I will send to Sinclair before I ask. I want to try contact each one of them before I actually go there. Dugan I couldn't get in contact with. Bard said... Oh no, Bard's I left for Old Man Blade. I am echoing. Could not
Yes,
deal with
sir.
that this week. Please stop that.
Get a real computer.
Monks are gone.
That's you, Casey.
That was you. What are you talking about?
That's beside the point.
But Casey, he's like, yeah, it's your fault. Get on
No,
the
no,
computer.
no, no,
Shady
Yeah.
grin. This-
No.
Yeah, it's your fault.
no,
Yeah.
listen. The get a new
Holy
computer
shit.
comment, the get a real computer comment was completely unrelated to the mic.
Oh,
info.
yeah, okay.
It was
Oh
just
yeah, no,
Jamie, get a
sure.
real
Yeah,
computer.
no. In the
Ja-
context of the situation, I completely understand.
Jamie, get a real computer.
Yes, get the
I do
good
have a real
mic-
computer, I'm just not using it.
Yeah, just
Well,
get a good
use a
mic-
real
That's
computer.
that's when you realize it's been me feeding back just to wind you all up. So
Good job, Sega.
Yeah,
You're
see,
welcome.
it's like I'm pretty
Please,
warm. I'm
Make
pretty
it stop.
warm.
Usually I can deal with it. I can't deal with it this week. There's too much talking. Okay.
So, you're contacting the
Grom.
elves. Oh, you're contacting Grom.
First I'm contacting Grom. I'm going to contact Cornelius.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what I need to say. It'll be something along the lines of,
The world is ending. Please help.
the forces of Laura are invading. We need your help and the help of Grumman. Mr. X says hi.
Oh, and all those people you pissed off are still trying to kill us.
I like your hair.
Oh, I'm leaving that part out. Yeah.
Okay.
There's Mr. X in the background going, "Hey, Sinclair!" of descending, because I
No, no.
imagine like, "Oh, you're
It's like-
sending Sinclair," and he screams in the background.
No. It's like a very feminine like voice that comes out of Mr. X. Like, I love your hair. Like, oh no, sorry, I didn't mean that. I mean, I do mean. But never mind.
And then
Never mind.
going,
I'm
Mr. X
so-
says hi.
So sending. Okay. So Sinclair would send back. Currently fighting my kin as crystal slaves. Light an incense and pray for me so we can talk more.
Crystal. Say again.
Crystal slaves. My kin as crystal slaves. Light an incense and pray to me so we can speak more.
Mr. X, I'm not praying to him. You can deal with that. We got some incense on you.
If he
I mean-
thinks I'm going to do that, I just don't even want to say it.
I mean,
You're like a hippie now, aren't you?
no
Do you have like
way.
incense on you, like sandalwood?
You can always just travel to him.
I'm
No.
extremely stubborn.
You
We
don't
never would have
say.
guessed.
Okay, I guess I would sorry, contact other plane is for deities, have I learned, because I don't
He
read
is technically
spells.
a demigod now.
You know that though?
We don't
You
know that. That's what I'm saying.
We
We can
just
just
said pray
travel.
to him.
Well, he's fighting things.
Just
We
said
can go
pray to
help
him.
him. We can go help him fight things. Are you sure he said pray to him?
Maybe it was pray for him.
I think it would make more sense if he said pray.
Yeah. Could I try something, Casey?
What would you like to try?
I would try to make a shrine for what I believe would be Sinclair's embodiment of deity. So that means a banana and a gun.
That's so good.
And for the
I
people who
would
don't
have-
know Sinclair, that tells you everything you need to know about him.
Yeah, a
That's
banana and a
pretty
gun.
spot on. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
pretty spot on.
yeah.
We're on
Yeah.
the giant world. Can you get a giant banana?
Oh my
Exactly.
god, that
A
would be
giant
amazing.
banana and a giant band, and I would like a giant incense, please, and like a light and
Giant
I would-
insect. What?
incense. Incense.
I don't know. That's
As
a lot of-
as this has all been happening, by the way, the giant ships have moved through this portal and are currently approaching the world of Amatsuchi.
Maybe I should just go fight things while you guys decide what we're gonna do here.
Yeah, I'm more of a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, this is seconds, right? We're moving the seconds.
Well, it's been like 10, 15 minutes of talking back and forth right now.
Sure, but
And
I mean-
that's how long it's taken the ships to get through the portal and approach the world.
yeah. So, I mean, I guess after Tia says that, like, oh, we should contact him by lighting a candle, Mr. X says, I got this. You guys figure out a plan for the rest of him. And he goes off and tries to find a giant banana and a giant gun to make a shrine and have a candle, and he will try and contact him.
Okay.
I can
You-
give you Mr. Sinclair's pistol. I still have it
Oh,
on me,
yeah,
if that would
that-
help.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would be a great focus point.
You
Should
are,
probably go with him as you're the only one with a giant form to go help him find a banana. Otherwise, he's liable to get adopted.
Yes. I will go help Mr. X find
No,
a
no,
banana.
no, no. I think Tia would be the best to actually organize the rest of them, because otherwise they all of them will fuck something up.
Organize the rest of who? Pretty sure the Giants aren't going to let us.
No, organize the rest of the fucking team here, like the 5 of us.
No,
I don't
dude.
trust you guys.
Two of them are gone. There's just
Yeah,
3 of
2
us.
people already left. There's only
Yeah,
Us
and
4
the
left.
2 of you who are still here, I still want a steady eye on you.
yeah, because Tia and X are so trustworthy.
Well, X has just good things, I think.
Just go find the banana.
Yeah! Shit! Fuck. Okay. Gun and banana. Running off.
So you are going to go wandering off through the giant's castle
No.
With
He will Fuck.
with a gun
Okay.
looking for a banana.
When you say it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
Isn't a
See, my
banana an
favorite-
object? Isn't a banana an object? Isn't there a locate object spell?
I have that in my loot.
Oh boy. This isn't
Go
what
find a banana
we
for
asked
us.
for. This is funny.
Can you teleport us? Can you teleport us to Grom? Can you just teleport us there?
No! No, don't do that! Because
Yeah.
we will die. Don't do that.
Everyone that had plane shift
Serious.
is gone. Baliad, do you have plane shift?
I've had it for a very long time, yeah.
Okay, yes. Baliad, can you please take us to... Are we going to Gromfest?
I'm very
Oh,
sure.
wherever you want to go. We probably just shouldn't continue to stand on the ship, on the command deck of a ship that's about to like go into a big invasion. You just
Anyways, go to this
kind
point.
of out of place here. You're just gonna get in the way.
Well, no, the viewing deck that
You know, I have a
you're on
feeling you
is
wouldn't get in the
completely out
way.
of the way.
Okay.
Well, that's even worse if they forget that we're here and we get just stepped on.
That
Sorry.
would be hilarious.
So- Sorry,
Go on.
can I just say a fast thing? Sorry. Casey,
Mhm.
I will go up to someone in charge and ask for arcane mage, say I need a banana for a certain ritual and all that. Just because
No.
they need allies. That's all.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll.
Okay, I was just gonna get smashed.
You're walking up
This is
to
just
one of the
so
leaders of the war
stupid.
effort on the
No,
crest of
no,
a
no,
battle.
no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no.
Yes, he
If
is.
he goes walking in that direction,
no,
then
no,
I
no.
will stop
Sorry.
him.
No. Silence.
I feel like you're channeling Rava right now.
No. Okay. I might
No.
be. I might be.
X
I
is
might be.
actually X is actually
I
a bit
just
like
really
this
want to
before.
play Rava right now.
I mean,
That's tomorrow, man.
bananas
Don't worry.
are involved, bastards. Okay, so
Don't worry, you can play Rava tomorrow.
yeah. Okay. Basically, I don't want to approach say, a leader there. I just want to approach someone who.
servant?
No, I want to approach someone who feels in charge, who could who could supply me with bananas. That's all.
Well, I mean,
So he wants
like-
to find an in-charge person, not a leader who's not.
Yeah. Like
ask for a
if
banana.
if you are on like a warship, you don't go to the general and like or a mad person like I want a banana. You go to the fucking person who deals with bananas.
yeah, the banana dealer. Every warship has
Yeah,
one of those,
exactly.
right?
Why don't you ask where the kitchen is or the galley?
There we go.
Okay.
This is so stupid.
That's a
Yes,
more
it is
intelligent
very
question.
stupid. Yes,
That's a
it's
more
very
intelligent
stupid.
question.
I just want a fucking banana. That's all I want.
Guys,
Give me an
guys,
investigation roll.
Casey, tell him we get some banana already.
Yeah.
I just want the banana. Please, just give me
I
the
just want
banana.
a banana.
Okay.
I just-
With
This is
a,
supposed. Okay.
with a 15 in investigation, you manage to find your way through to the palace kitchens, where you find a fruit bowl that has Titan-sized bananas.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I love it. I just want to contact Sinclair. That's all. I promise.
So I see him carrying a banana bigger than him back to us.
Yep. It's about a 15-foot banana.
I have a genuinely surprised look on my face that he managed to find a Titan-sized banana.
I told you I would find it. This nose is built for bananas.
Oh no! Anyone who's near it can smell that thing.
Yeah.
The amount of scent that something of that size can put off would be just.
Oh hey, you found a banana. You ready to go to Grom then?
I will talk to Sinclair now. And he will place down the banana and the gun, and he will cast a spell. And I will talk to you.
We get a bunch of bananas that size, we can take over Grom.
What
No
spell,
questions
what
asked.
spell are you casting?
That's a great question.
You say you put down the banana, you put down the gun, you cast the spell. What spell?
Man, this is supposed to be a real, like, quick session.
Yeah.
I understand! I'm really trying.
Come on, get with it.
I'm really trying.
Faster,
I'm trying.
faster. Try faster.
Contact other plane. Contact other plane.
Okay. Click me the spell so I can see what it actually does.
Scroll up.
You want me to scroll? How dare you?
Yeah, I know. Awesome.
You meant to contact the demigod, spirit of a long dead sage, or other mysterious entity from another plane. I'm going to pass you on the saving throw because you know the guy. You can ask Sinclair up to 5 questions.
I guess first question is, how are you?
Oh,
Okay.
I thought the first question was going to be, are you Sinclair, was the first question.
How am I?
Yeah.
I'm fab.
Not great. Fighting my kin, like I said.
Sorry to hear that.
That's not a question.
No, that was a statement, so it doesn't count.
Would you believe? I am sorry to hear that.
Come on, 4 more questions.
Shit.
Faster. Come on.
Are you winning your fight?
He gives you the exact coordinates of where he is. Come.
That wasn't my question, but okay.
Wasn't a question.
What do you perceive to be the greatest threat to the spheres?
Sanshara.
Go.
5 questions? I mean,
2 more.
shit. Would you like
Can
it?
we hear his side of this?